To start with, I have to greet everybody at home. You see, the issue of fuel scarcity, it has been a major problem in Nigeria for years back, but it reached its crescendo at about some years back now. In my own view, lack of political will, by the administrators. What I mean by administrators is that those are the helm of the affair. Nigeria be talking about the issue of removal of subsidy. It is not today, it is not yesterday. Since the year of the military government. Now, coming down to this present regime, I could remember when General Obasanjo was there, President Obasanjo was there, this present regime staged a protest about the issue, the fuel scarcity and the removal of subsidy.
The planned remover?
The planned remover there.
Okay.
Right? They staged a lot of protests, on it. You can see His Excellency Atiku Abubakar have been consistently and persistently saying that the only panacea to the issue of fuel scarcity in Nigeria is removal of subsidy. But removal of subsidy cannot just go without some cushion effect, that will really make the populace feel, the government. As I'm talking to today, yesterday I bought fuel at about 280 naira. This morning I bought it 330 naira. I don't know what price it will be when I go out of this place again. You see, we have to look forward and we have to trace our history backward. Removal of subsidy is long overdue. Okay. But it cannot be done without some cushion effect. But political will that is that the government must be able to be very sincere and faithful to the citizens on it. Okay,
government must be sincere and faithful. You will agree with me that in Nigeria here, one thing that does not obey, or will I say obey the law of gravity, is the skyrocketing prices of essential commodities, including fuel. Do you think now that the prices are really going up, do you nurse that fear that even when subsidy is removed, when cushioning effects are provided, then the prices will come down?
When the subsidy is removed, market will be free and there'll be competition. We have a lot of major marketers, that are dealing in this oil business. Just like we have at the communication
sector.
Okay. When it was regulated, the day when we used to have just NITEL, we knew what the kind of effectiveness, but now when it was regulated, when the market is free now, like we can see the effect. If MTN is not doing well, go for Glo, and if Glo is not doing well, you go for Airtel. Right? That kind of competition will eventually reduce, the price, because there be what I can refer to as scrambling to really satisfy, the market condition. So I think.
Okay, now latest report has it that the government at the center has quietly approved 185 naira as the new petrol pump price per liter. What's your take on this? That's the latest report.
Yeah, the latest report. Is it available? What you are talking about is the availability of that product itself. The product is not available. The product is not available. It is only Bovas and some other major and with a very, very long queue that you can see petrol. You can buy petrol at that control price, right? One, if you want to peg the price at 185, please make it available. Let us have it.
Okay, let us have it because even when the product is not available, the price will continue to soar, and that's just like that. Let's come back to the rate of unemployment in the country, vis-a-vis the agitation on the part of the youth and the crime rate in the country. How will you just oppose the three variables: unemployment, the youth, and then crime rate?
Thank you, my brother. The youths, unemployment and crime rate, when the youths are not gainfully employed, right? And let me tell you something. The preconditioner for everything in life is survival. You have to survive. If you want to survive and you are not gainfully employed, right? I think it is inescapable that some of the youth we will take the part of thuggery, armed robbery, kidnapping, and some other things that that can bring them quick money, because they have to survive. They have to survive, right? Not that I am saying that youth must, should think that the best for them is to go that way to survive, but the society must be able to care for its citizens. When your parents spend a lot on your education, right, to the university level, and you graduated with that view of making your contribution to the society, and society will make you better. But on getting to the labor market, you just want that there's nothing there. Now they are talking about self-employment, all those things. Where is the capital to even start that self-employment? So those are the things, those are the issue that we have to look critically into, because our youths our youths are our tomorrow. We have to take care of them.
Okay, thank you so much. For those that are just joining us, we are playing host to Honorable Mashood Yakub. He is a politician and let me just say a former member of the board of OSBC here. So if I call you Omawali, then I will be damn right. Yes, the president recently okayed a lump sum of money, 1.9 trillion naira, for NNPC to reconstruct 44 federal roads. How will you react to this decision on the part of the number one citizen in the land?
Yeah. One of our major problems in Nigeria was the issue of infrastructure. When we talk about infrastructure, and you talk about roads, it is laudable, but I still say that government must be sincere with it, and it must be spread. We have 6 geopolitical zones. How that very allocation will be able to touch all the 6 geopolitical zones should be one of the priorities of Mr. President.
So according to what we have here, a breakdown of the funding showed that the North Central Geopolitical Zone, made up of the Federal Capital Territory, Benue, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, Niger, and Plateau states, got the highest share of 244.87 billion naira for construction of 791.1 kilometers of road. The South region, comprising Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, and River States, emerged the second highest beneficiary with 172.02 billion naira for a total of 81.9 kilometers of road. The Southwest, consisting of Ekiti, Lagos, Osun, Ondo, Ogun, and Oyo states, followed with a total allocation of 81.87 billion naira for construction of 552.7 kilometers of roads. So that is the breakdown.
Well,
do you still have
I think what I advocated for, is the spread. I think, as I just said now, all all the geopolitical zone, have been taken care of. What remains, to be done is to back it up with sincerity of purpose.
Yes, coming back to politics, core politics. From the look of things, our observation over the years has revealed that the way politics is played today is really, it sends jitters down the spines of a lot of people. Keen watchers of development in the political arena are really appalled by some extraneous variables that creep, yes, into politics. For instance, in Nigeria here, thuggery is synonymous with politics, and money politics is the order of the day. If you don't have money, even for you to get your nomination form, you probably have to go a borrowing, and you can't go a borrowing to finance political career these days. What do you think is wrong with us? How do we stem the tide? And even this Diboko Sebe and what have you, how can we get rid of this extraneous variable in our politics?
Yeah, thank you very much. The only way we can get it right in Nigeria is by strengthening some of our institutions, like judicial institution and electoral body. Thuggery in politics has become something that is bedeviling us on and on again. But let me tell you something. When INEC came up with an innovation, beavers, it was very difficult, for thugs. It was very difficult for thugs, for politicians to use thugs, to disrupt the exercise. In those days, when you snatch ballot box snatchings and some other things like that, then when you snatch that box, all the food in the box, will be counted in favor of those that snatched the box, because they will have perfected everything before snatching that box. But now we have beavers, right? And that has really reduced the issue of thuggery. Look at Osun State election. Hardly, you could hear that maybe thug disrupted something anywhere in Osun State. It went free and fair. So And then judicial institution, if it is well strengthened, if I mean a talk that understands, you know, a talk that understands what goes with what offense, you know, we know how to really handle himself. He will not want to commit himself, because the moment you are, I mean, that is done, you know that you are going to be punished.
Okay. So what you are saying invariably is that some of the measures already introduced by INEC and by extension the APC-led administration are really boding out well, are really enhancing, strengthening democracy.
No. When we say government,
okay,
you know, do not forget that the House of, I mean, the Senate, you know, is made up of both PDP and the APC. Likewise, the Rep, I mean, the House of Rep,
okay,
the APC and the PDP.
Okay.
Right. Mr. President, you know, couldn't have done anything without the approval of the House.
Okay, but
so, you know, what I'm not saying, no, you have to credit
the National Assembly.
The National Assembly for that innovation.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Now, how do we ensure that the 2023 general elections starting next month will be each free? Do you think there are measures that need to be put in place to ensure that the polls are not only free but they are transparent, credible, and acceptable to the generality of the people, irrespective of their political leaning?
Thank you. You know, the INEC have been able to convince through Osun election that people's vote we can't. People's vote we can't. They want you to know that your vote you can't. You know, we are going to expect, you know, a very large participation in the process. When you have that at the back of our mind, you know, those who are bent in destroying the exercise will have to rethink. 2023 election, to me, in my own view, will come and it will be free, it will be fair, and people's vote will count. The way people's vote counted during the last election in Osun State.
Okay, your party PDP won the 2022 governorship election in Osun, but lost in Ekiti. Did people's vote count in Ekiti, despite the fact that you lost?
Yeah. You know, I cannot really say that people's votes didn't count in Ekiti.
Okay.
Right. It counted as well in Ekiti.
And it counted. The people's votes counted in Osun.
In Osun.
Okay.
Right.
So in the two states, you are satisfied with the outcome of the poll?
You know, though, you know, there are processes and procedures.
Okay.
Right. If you are dissatisfied, you know, with the process and procedures, there's always this electoral
tribunal.
Election
tribunal.
Yeah. So it is now the election tribunal, you know, that will now maybe unheart what might be some hidden fact that might not be open to the public. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, people's vote counted in Osun State.
Okay, now we have our PDP led administration led by our amiable governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke in Osun. How happy are you that your party is back in power in Osun?
Of course, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for Osun people. You know, it is difficult to be wallowing in darkness because we've been wallowing in darkness for long, and we don't really have the feeling that we are wallowing in darkness. The PDP was telling people that Osun people, you are wallowing in darkness, but when the light came, You can see the difference. Now, the state of finance of Osun people was made known, to all traditional rulers, by our Excellency, Senator Nurdin Adewale Jackson. Right? This shows, transparency. This shows responsibility. When you want to administer, a state, you have to show the kind of person you are. Osun State cannot continue under those shady deals and some other things. You can hear all those revelations, from mining, from education sector and etc.
Allegedly.
Well, not allegedly.
You have been able to verify?
Yes, there are so many things that we are able to verify, and it will be made known to the public at the appropriate time.
Okay, PDP was in power in Osun up to 2010, before APC took over. After about 12 years of interregnum, the party is back. I mean, PDP is back. What does PDP want to do differently now?
Okay, PDP has already started doing things differently. I said that His Excellency Senator Nurdin Adewale invited all the traditional rulers, telling them the state of the finance of Osun State. And besides, if you see the kind of planning we are making for our 100 days in office, you know that PDP really love the people of Osun State. The governor, was saying things during his campaign program. He made it known to the public that he will decentralize. He will make effective use of local government body in the state. That he will take power back to the local government, and he's doing it. He's doing it right now. Right? The local governments are now feeling that they are part and parcel of the government. They are not just departments of the state. In those days, they are just one department of the state. But now they are now feeling that they are there. I'm from local government. And I know how they are feeling.
So local governments are back.
They are back in business now.
In business?
Yes.
They are functioning.
They are functioning very well.
To capacity now. Okay. Now, somebody said it that, and quite a number of your members said it was not easy being outside the government for 12 years in Osun. Can I feel your pulse? How easy was it for 12 years for PDP to be in?
When we say it is not easy, when you see some people doing things wrongly, and you don't have any way to checkmate them, let me tell you something.
Okay, before you proceed, are you saying that if had it been that APC was doing it the rightly or the right way, there wouldn't have been any need for PDP to come back?
That's why we have parties now. That's why we are practicing multi-party system, right? If party A is not doing well, the people are there to judge, right? That they did things in a wrong way, pave way for the PDP to come back to the arena. Okay,
you see, you are trying to tell me that when two teams are on the pitch, when two football clubs are on the pitch, so for you to score a goal, the other team must have been lethargic or slept off. So you really pans on the misdemeanors of APC to come back. Is that what you are saying?
No, yeah, but at the same time.
Okay, let's go for this call. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you move away from your radio set, or you turn down the volume?
Okay, say that.
Your name. You are still close to your set. Move away from your radio set.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You told Mr. Adin from Iforolu.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, I did your guest. I mentor my brother. I've been enjoying this morning. I want to contribute to the program, sir.
Make it snappy.
Especially in the area of scarcity of wealth that Nigeria is currently facing today. The only way out, the only solution to this to eradicate it is to repair all the 4 major refineries we have in Nigeria. We have 4 refineries in Nigeria. None of these refineries is working. It's unfortunate. So we are appealing to the government to do the needful in order to make life comfortable for Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Do you agree with that? That we can still go ahead repairing or engaging turnaround maintenance for the 4 refineries?
You know, I salute the opinion of the caller. You know, but you know, privatization is the order of the day, right? I think that is the path that the government is towing now. That's the path the government is towing now. So I think government business in Nigeria is nobody's business.
Okay.
People toy with government business, and you know they just do anything they like with it.
Okay, let's call for more. Welcome more calls from our listeners over there. If you are just joining us, this is a platform coming from 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, and we've been talking on a wide range of contemporary issues as they affect Nigeria as a nation. In Osun here, the state of the Living Spring, where we have Senator Nuruddin Ademola Adeleke as the governor. Yes, the number to dial to be a part of this discourse is 08033581128. 08033581128. You are free to call in, but make it civil and keep it short, so that so many people will have the opportunity of being a part of the program. Hello?
Hello, Alaji.
Yeah, good afternoon. You are welcome.
I'm Taiwo from Ife.
Thank you for joining us.
Kudos to our guest there. I greet him.
Okay.
But honestly speaking, why is the federal government delaying the necessary repairs of those
refineries?
The refineries. Why? And they told us there's something like a subsidy in the first place. They said they are going to repair us. In fact, they told us, they promised us that they will give each region a refinery. Why are they now refusing to do the needful? I wonder why today. And we have our president as the petroleum minister. God bless you people there.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Taiwo, all the way from Ile-Ife. Yes, the line is open for interested participant of the program platform. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please move away from your radio set. I want to appeal to those who call into this program to always stay away from their radio set or turn down the volume. Yes, you are on. You are still close. Please. You are still close to your radio set. Hello. It is platform.
Yes, on subsidy, unemployment, money from Mr. President and so on. The issue of oil subsidy, which has raised the top price, caught my attention. Nigeria is the sixth largest producer of crude oil in the world. Yet the citizens are suffering. The government has to do something fast. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. I like the way you kept it short, so we can take on some other people. Thank you so much. So the line is open now for others who want to be part of the show. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Can we meet you? Your name?
My name from Ilense.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir. I just want to advise the government now in the state to focus more on security, to seek the advice of traditional rulers, work with Amoteco in order to tackle the state of insecurity in our state. God bless us, okay, sir. Well done, sir.
Amen. Okay, that was a suggestion, a contribution there. Do you want to react?
Yeah,
Security.
Security. I think one of the priorities of Mr. Governor is security, and he's doing everything humanly possible to make sure that every life is secured in Osun State. And by the time, I think it's coming out now, with programs, to strengthen that Amotekun we're talking about, that we will strengthen Amotekun to the extent that all this issue of kidnapping and other menace, that's bedeviling our environment, will be a thing of fast.
Okay. Okay. When the government in power is showing some responsibilities, or will I say demonstrating what it takes to engage in good governance, what do you think the citizenry would need to do to encourage such a government, you as a politician and a community leader?
Yeah, thank you. On the part of the citizenry, when government is performing its obligations and duties to the citizens, I think the citizen needs to reciprocate, by contributing, towards the development of their motherland. The governor used to say that, used to quote one American president that you just don't think of what government can do for you, think of what you can do for your nation, for your state as well. Because it is through cooperation and synergy between the citizens and government that we can really lift the state up.
Okay, now we have quite a number of social vices plaguing the nation. I mean, they are the reasons we have been witnessing banditry, kidnapping, insurgency, and what have you. So, what do you think the people of the land will need to do to change our ways so that Nigeria will be? Because a lot of people point accusing fingers at the leadership. Does that mean the followership are not culpable?
Thank you very much. Security is everybody's business. Security is everybody's business. This issue of banditry, is very novel in Nigeria. What you used to have before is, armed robbery. Suddenly, it changed, to kidnapping and banditry. And the reason behind it is, can be even ascribed to technological development. In those days, you cannot transfer from one customer to the other. You have to carry your cash, by your bag, on you. Your cash must be on you. But now, we have electronic transfer of cash. So people do not carry cash around again. So I think with that, those with devil's mind change from armed robbery, to issue of banditry and kidnapping. Right? Now, I'm telling you, the major problem behind that is unemployment. Right? It's unemployment. We have to tackle the issue of unemployment. In fact, if there's a need for it, we have to declare state of emergency on unemployment.
Okay. Okay, it's on that note that we will be drawing curtains on this week's edition of Platform, a production of the News and Current Affairs Department of this station, 104.5 FM, Voice of the West. I'd like to thank those who have been working with me. One of them is the announcer on duty, Esther Adeyemi, and on the other side of the divide there, we have Bola Titi Olawale. Okay, thank you so much. We thank all of you for your contributions. The editorial advisor is Abimbola Babatunde. I won't forget to thank yes, Tunrayo Ayigbayo as well. My name is Muideen Adeleke. I like to thank my guest, Honorable Mashood Yakub from Ifaorulu. We wish you all the best in your next step as far as your political career is concerned.
Amen.
Yeah. Until next week, when we shall be coming your way with a fresh edition of this program. This is Muideen Adeleke, your regular host. Thanking you for joining us. Let's all work together to make society better for all.
You're listening to 104.5 megahertz.
Just like water, we are your indispensable companion. Ọ̀kan ṣoṣo àjànàkú tí mi gbó kìjikìji 104.5.
Èwo ló ṣe ọ́tọ̀ yẹn wò báyìí tẹ́bí ni àbí torun.
Ebi ló ń pa mí ọjẹ.
Ǹjẹ́ a lọ jẹun lọ́dọ̀ ya àpọ̀n tàbí lọ́dọ̀ ya ọmọ ilé wa.
Èwo lẹ́sìn ò máa di búrú ní búkà rẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀ nínú wọn ló sọ wájú ilé oúnjẹ wọn dààtàn. Àìmọye lájọ tí wọ́n ta sórí káńtà wọn ti já dànù tán. Èmi ò lè tún lọ fowó ara mi ra ẹ̀sán ọjẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin ìyá olóúnjẹ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbẹ́ yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ gbé ìmọ́tótó wọ̀ bí ẹ̀wù láti dẹ́kun àrùn tó lè tinú oúnjẹ jáde.
اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا.
Ọlọ́run sọ pé òun ti ṣàṣepé Islam gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀sìn fún gbogbo wa.
وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين.
Allah tún sọ síwájú pé a kò gbọdọ̀ jọ́sìn fún nǹkan kan yàtọ̀ sí òun.
من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا فيضاعفه له أضعافا كثيرة.
Ta lẹni tó ṣetán láti fi ẹgbẹ̀rún kan náírà bọ́lọ́hun ṣòwò tí yóò sì gba èrè rẹ̀ padà lẹ́gbẹ̀rún.
أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin olùgbàgbọ́ òdodo, Ọlọ́run lòun ṣe ààwẹ̀ oṣù Ramadan lọ́ranyàn fún wa ká lè fi ìpayà òun hàn.
Gbogbo mùsùlùmí òdodo a kó àfojúsọ́nà àti múrasílẹ̀ oṣù kẹ́ oṣù ìkẹ́ oṣù Ramadan yóò bá wa láyé àtàlàáfíà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lọ́dọọdún. Iléeṣẹ́ OSBC tún gbàràdá pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan òjọ̀kan ètò tí mú ní gbalada lọ́dọ̀ Allah láì di iṣẹ́ olóore míì lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo àwọn ètò wa lówóbele ń jà lórí rédíò àti tẹlifíṣàn wa. A dúpẹ́ tọdún tó lọ, àjọṣe wa ò ní bàjẹ́. Ẹ kàn sí